Hello, Cancer. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, doing a bonus reading because Cancers continue to have some of the highest viewership. I'm so glad that you're here, Cancer. So grateful for you. Just want to announce my next healer class is opening up. It starts on October 6th. Mondays from 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's online. And it runs for 4 weeks from October 6th to October 27th. This class stands on its own, these 4 weeks, 2 hours each class, where you learn what's your energy, what's not your energy. This is an intro class, so you don't need to know anything prior. All skill levels welcome, as long as you bring a beginner's mindset and openness to play, while you learn very important psychic tools, how to heal your energy, how to recognize what's yours and what's not yours. You'll learn how to set up your energy in a way that's dynamic, protected, grounded into this reality, and be able to clear everybody's energy out of your space, clearing energetic cords, things like that. This is not a lecture or conjecture. Right away from class 1, we start going into guided meditations and coming in and out of meditation, sharing what you're noticing, what you're experiencing, and right away learning psychic tools. So, if this sounds like something you're interested in, this class stands on its own, or it can also be used as an intro class to learn psychic development. Either way, the class stands on its own and is also an introduction into the psychic school that I'm running. And so if you're interested in continuing and developing your psychic abilities, then this is the perfect place to start. So it's online and you'll need your own space because it's not just a lecture. It's not something you can just drop in and listen to. You need to have your own space where you can meditate and talk and communicate. There's a lot of interaction between you and the students, your fellow students, and me. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I'll put a link in the description box and you can follow that, get more information. And if you feel drawn to that space, you are very welcome there, Cancer. And you can sign up before October 6th. So I'll just leave that there, Cancer. All right, let's get to your reading. Thank you so much for being patient while I announce that. All right, that's the overall energy. What's hidden from Cancer? Okay, outcome and advice. Outcome and advice. Thank you. All right, let's turn the cards over, see what we're working with here. All right, Devil reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I like the first card, Devil reversed. Capricorn, it's your opposite sign, Cancer. It looks like you're detaching from some type of codependency, dependency, toxic energy. The first message, you're detaching from codependency and dependency. You're detaching from someone unwilling to do the work, put in the work for a connection. I'm also getting a lot of financial instability here. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone who's worried, someone who's concerned with optics. It's Taurus energy in reverse. A lot of earth sign right away in your, they're chocolate in your peanut butter. A lot of earth energy here. Someone is more concerned with optics. They don't want to put the work in. They don't create stability, adaptability, abundance. It feels like they're very concerned with optics, how they appear to others. They want to appear wealthy, stable, secure, rich. So this is someone in their ego. And it looks like you're detaching from this energy. It doesn't work. They don't work. They don't put the work in. Tell me more about the devil in reverse. What does Cancer? The Cancer's here. Well, that's interesting. More pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. So when you detach from this energy, you're able to focus on what grows, what does work. This does not work. This person, this energy, it literally does not work. It's not willing to put in the work. It's concerned with the optics. It feels like this person benefits from your energy, Cancer, from your labor. Clout chasing, I'm getting. It looks like by detaching, devil reverse, you're able to focus on what does grow, what is abundant, and invest into that. It looks like you are focusing on what works and getting to work. Really working. Focusing on what works and getting to work. That's my card also for mastery. This is all tangible in the 3D. Once you detach from this devil energy, you're able to focus on what does work, because this does not work. This other energy. And take control of what you can, which is working, producing, manufacturing. With the King of Swords coming out, it feels like you cut out the devil energy. Cutting out, cut out, depends where you are. Yeah, detaching from it so you can focus on what does work. Let's look at the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. What does Cancer need to know about the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? 4 of Swords. There's a need to heal from this. Detach, heal, rest. Not doing others' labor. Not putting your energy into something that does not work. Someone who does not put in the equal effort. Someone who can't do the work. It feels like you're needing to heal a belief system that allows this type of energy in your space, that gives them access. What would help? What? Judgment reverse star. You're needing to heal energies that keep you in too small, confined. People not doing their fair share of the work, expecting you to do all the work, is keeping you small. And it feels like they keep you believing that this is an acceptable arrangement, by criticizing you, making you feel that you're not enough, not worthy. And so you do more, you do others' labor. There's a need, star card, to heal this. Be yourself. This is Aquarian energy. Go after that one big dream, whatever that is for you individually. Bring balance, heal. I get the feeling that you're a star. And that someone has criticized you, kept you believing that you're not worthy, you're not valuable, and it has you attaching on to toxic energies who are taking advantage of your limited belief system, believing that you have to do all of the work and that they don't have to do any of the work. They don't have to try, they don't have to put in any of the labor. It looks like it has you doing all the work. Yeah, Lovers reversed. Feels like you're not interested in partnerships, whether this is romance, friendships, work, relationships. You're not choosing connections anymore where you have to do all the work and the other person sits around and criticizes that you're not doing enough. All right, King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who's clout chasing. They're very concerned with how they appear to others. They're not willing to put the work in to create the stability, the abundance, and what they really want to be perceived as. They just want that illusion. They're concerned with perspective, with ego, with how people are perceiving them, not the reality. This person's so focused on looking the part, looking stable. King of Cups in reverse. This is a very emotionally stunted person. Worried about ego, about how others are perceiving them. Emotionally inept. Stunted. This energy feels so lost, honestly. Not that you're their medicine or to help them, but they're so far out. When, excuse me, when I perceive someone out in their ego, that they're not really concerned with the reality. Wow. I get the feeling from that throat chakra activation that this person can't hear, doesn't want to hear, doesn't want anyone to know that they're frightened, they're unstable, they have no emotional maturity. When I see someone like this energetically, the outside of their aura is very populated. Perception, how they want to be perceived. And there's less development in their chakras, in their inner world. It's all about how the others are viewing them. And so it creates a emotional manipulation. Toxic energies. This person can't do things on their own. They can't create stability, security, abundance for themselves. And they can't process their emotions. They don't know how to utilize their emotions in a healthy way. All right, tell me. Six of Swords, Page of Cups, Moon. They are keeping this very hidden. They think it's not, it feels like it's more hidden to them at this point. I feel like people are seeing this about this energy, that they're not stable, that they've got this childish vantage point, kind of shallow in their emotions. They haven't met themselves in deep and profound ways. I'm getting that you're moving away from this energy, maybe under the cover of darkness, hidden. This person feels so sure that their perspective is the only perspective, but there's something with this moon card. There's so much hidden around this person, and I don't feel that they can access their own emotions. They can't access their own subconscious. They have so many blind spots and so many projections and shadows that they have not owned. And it just keeps them in this very shallow way of being, of existing. This is someone who rushes in with negativity. They have no fight, though. This feels like a bully, but something in the energy is shifting, and they don't have that ability. It feels like whatever they're saying is not having the same effect on you, Cancer. It just feels desperate. Feels like this person is clinging on. They don't know how to heal themselves. They're so judgmental of everyone. It feels like they're rushing in this energy, but it's not affecting you. It's weird if they're trying to negatively rush in with some type of negativity, negative communication, some perspective that they have that they're running with, and it's not true, but they're rushing with it. I get the feeling that this person thinks you're the bully. There's something here about you being the bully. This feels like Darvo, a tactic to reverse victim and offender. This person positions themselves as the victim to you. Jeez. Yeah. All right. Let's move over to what's hidden, Cancer. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Maybe this is a comfort zone relationship and you're facing your fears. This is someone stuck in a comfort zone, and these pain and fear is keeping this person stuck in this bed. It's very painful existence, but it's not painful enough that this person's willing to do something about it. Because you know what to expect. It's like Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same thing. Stuck in a comfort zone. Terrified to make some type of change. But it looks like, Cancer, you're getting unstuck. Willing to face your fears. It's too uncomfortable. Eight of Swords reverse. Oh, Nine of Swords reverse again. And then the Ace of Cups. You're really getting unstuck. Oh, look what was hiding. The Magician. Okay, you've manifested this. Eight of Swords in reverse. no longer in limited perspective. You've cleared the blocks that were keeping you stuck, thinking this is as good as it gets. This is wonderful. This is all I can have. Whatever those limitations are, it looks like you consciously, what's hidden is you've manifested this to get out of a comfort zone, to be able to see and understand what's been going on, getting out of that comfort zone, because you realize that this is not loving. This is not an act of loving yourself or others. There's no love here. It's wild how, especially where this reading started with pentacles, stability, finances, abundance. Wow, I love this. It looks like you're recognizing not this place, not this person, not this situation, that there's nothing here. Empty cups, giving from an empty cup. No one's pouring into you. Devil, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Tower reversed. Okay, so in this toxic energy, this person has no potential. They have no... It feels like this person's coming back in, or if it's not this person, just want to like heads up. In these readings, I'm reading energies. Sometimes I will read something and people will say, that's in the past. I've already dealt with that energy. Get to the present. That is a current energy. And sometimes in my own experience, when I'm doing these readings, I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, that's my past. I've already gone through that. And then that person doesn't show up, but someone in the same exact energy, very similar, shows up like that past energy. So just to be mindful of. It looks like someone might be coming in, whether it's this person or someone else. Different person, same energies, toxic. They might be coming in, and it looks like with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower reverse, that you're not accepting that. It feels like you can recognize, oh, that's a comfort zone. That's not what I'm interested in. There's no love there. So you're manifesting, consciously leaving that environment and being able to recognize and not be fixing false realities, not being the maintenance person for people who can't do their own work, not being codependent on someone, but waiting until so someone can show up and match you in your independence, not in your codependence. All right, Cancer, the outcome and advice. We've got Queen of Cups, there you are. World reverse, Empress, Seven of Swords reversed. Looks like maybe in the past you were repeating cycles, nurturing, giving away. Maybe that's a role you were taught to do all the work, all the labor, and not have support coming the other direction, having criticism, and doing all the work in the relationship. So this could be literally doing labor, maybe labor around the house, labor with children, mental labor, scheduling, looking at everything. emotional labor, making sure everybody's okay, taking care of everyone, nurturing everyone, even this. So they're not bringing anything to the table. It feels like they're kind of needing you to be their mommy. And this, with the world reverse, feels like a traditional way of being, a toxic way. They don't want to end this. They just want you to keep being like blindly giving no matter what. This feels like someone feeling very entitled to your labor, your love, your care. It looks like you're stepping into divine feminine energy. Loving yourself. Healing your inner child. And there's something here about being very tactical with your communication as you leave this environment, as you step into your Empress energy. Anything else that Cancer... Oh, Emperor in reverse, Five of Wands. Yes. It feels like when you leave, when you're consciously creating your departure so you can get out of this comfort zone relationship and face your fears, that this is a very toxic energy that doesn't want to let go. And what I'm getting is you can't get them to understand. If they can't get your love and care, then they'll take whatever energy. You're upset. And so the best way to disappoint this energy is to gray rock, not give them any of your energy. Oh, yep, you're right. You're a horrible person. Yes, yeah, you're totally right. So you probably want nothing to do with me since I'm so awful. Yeah. There's something here about just detaching, being as quietly leaving. Don't poke this energy as you leave, because it's so it's unstable. And you're the stability for this energy. And so on some level, even though they're judging and criticizing you, on some level their soul recognizes that you're the stabilizer. And without you, you get to glow up because you're focusing on what you want. And it looks like there's something you are focusing on in the 3D, something you're working on. You're balancing, going towards your north node. I would keep your moves as hidden as possible because there's quite a glow up, a victory. But this isn't about your ego. Detaching quietly. So you can go after and have this glow up. There's some financial... It feels like this person wants to burden you around your finances, around support. That's all this person can do. Try to get everyone to abandon you and create more burdens for you. That is the perfect exit from this person, from this energy. More toxicity, doubling down, making things more difficult so you don't leave. That's all they know, though. They keep repeating patterns. It's hard to leave these type of toxic structures, but you can definitely do it, Cancer. So I hope that reading is helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.